The Supreme Court has upheld a controversial congressional map in Texas that means the new district lines can be used in next year's House elections. The new map had been blocked by a lower court, which ruled the Republican-leaning map was racially discriminatory. The state's governor celebrated the high court's decision. He said it makes Texas, quote, officially and legally more red. I want to bring in CBS News politics reporter Melissa Quinn. All right, Melissa, so let's break down this decision for our viewers. Why was there so much controversy from the lower court's ruling around this map? And how did the lower court come to their conclusion versus how the Supreme Court came to theirs?
Well, in that three-judge district court decision just a few weeks ago, the judges split 2-1 and ultimately found that Texas's map was an unconstitutional racial gerrymander. And what the two judges in the majority there found was that Texas state lawmakers effectively set racial targets when they set out earlier this summer to redraw those district lines and then followed those racial targets, which the district court said was unconstitutional. The Supreme Court, however, in what appears to be a 6-3 decision along ideological lines, blocked that district court decision and said Texas can now use that new congressional map in next year's midterm elections. Now, what the court's majority found was that the lower court here made several errors that they said were, quote unquote, serious. And one of those had to do with the timing of the district court's decision, which it said came down way too close to the election. The court's majority said in its unsigned order that the district court here effectively interfered in an ongoing primary in Texas.
All right, so let's talk about California, where, as you know, there has been a challenge in lines that were redrawn following this decision to redraw maps in Texas. So could we see that case wind up going to the Supreme Court?
I think we potentially could. There has already been a legal challenge that has been filed against those new lines in California. But I don't think that we should expect to see a different outcome in California, just like we've seen here in Texas. That is to say, I think if this ultimately does get up to the Supreme Court and the court does intervene, it's likely that California will be able to use their new lines as well.
All right, Melissa, always great to have you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.